Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
So, you know how I play D&D and everything, right?
Yeah.
And Critical Role, I actually have tried to get into watching like their campaigns and stuff, and I've never been able to. It's always been like really
What's
rough.
the problem?
Well, it takes a lot of like attention because like these are like it's difficult to watch people play D&D because you're not there playing the game, so you don't have like churns or anything to look forward to, and it's like 4+ hours of just people like basically playing pretend.
That's what I've been saying. I tried watching Critical Role. I can't do it, man. If you're there and you're playing, like you can look at your stats, you can plan stuff out, you can look at your item, you know, there's stuff to do. When you're just watching it, like you got to be really into
it's
those
hard
people.
It takes a lot of concentration.
I
I can't do it in like one sitting. Like I can't watch the whole thing. But they just started their new campaign 4, and I just finished watching the first episode. And I had to like watch in like hour bits, but it was really good. Their intro that Brennan, their new GM, did was like crazy dramatic and very it's great. But I was watching, I was talking to Al about it. It's also extremely hammy. It was kind of a lot, especially because like all the D&D I usually do is like more action oriented. And for this one, how it was structured is like the idea behind the start of it is like, imagine you have the protagonist of like a story, right?
Okay.
And they are just executed. They are killed at the start of the story. And the actual story follows like everyone that knew that guy and their reaction to his death. Like that is the campaign. And it's super cool because like at the very start, the person who's like on death row is about to die is the brother of one of the players. And he literally starts out saying like, Liam, someone you love very much is about to die right now. And it's like, oh, dude, I just sat down. Like, calm down.
They didn't even make characters. They're just like, hey, here's what's up. I like that. No intro, no nothing. Just someone is screwed.
Yeah, like right out the gate, it's like, oh, and it's like it gets super dramatic. You have no idea what's going on, and you very quickly, just through context clues of like what's happening is. The people that are playing are trying to save this dude's brother, from being executed. And they have this whole plan where he has this magical glyph on his back that he's going to use to like teleport out right before they hang him. Right. And 30 minutes of them like trying to talk to him and like save him. And right when it goes and he's supposed to use the glyph to escape, it doesn't work. And he just dies. And it's them like trying to figure out what happened, and all the characters are them like going to his funeral and stuff. It's super cool. I'm already like way more into it than I thought I would be.
I know you started off saying I don't really care about this stuff. I don't like it, and I love this. I'm waiting for the next episode. Dude, I'm ready.
Yeah, and like as I watched, right, like all the characters know this guy, and so it got super hammy just because everyone's like all super sad and they're like hugging each other and like. Like just making these memories of like this person they didn't know. But then Matt Mercer's character, if you know who Matt Mercer is,
I know the name.
Yeah, he's always been the dungeon master for Critical Role. He joins with his character. It's his first time ever being a player in Critical Role for any of these big campaigns. He's never done it. And
I know you guys like that. That's like the GM wish. Can I just play the game, please?
Yeah. It's funny. In an interview, he said, yeah, I've only actually played like twice before. and the GM for this campaign, he's like, dude, that's pretty fucked up. But
that's cool.
His character hates the dude that died. Everyone loves him except for Matt Mercer's character. He actually spits on his corpse, like actually. And that's, I was like, oh shit. All right. We got some like some actual drama happening now. That's crazy. But
ooh, excited for where it goes.
I am. I unfortunately couldn't watch episode 2 live, but when the VOD comes out, I'm going to be watching it. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, speaking of things you should watch, welcome to the Giant Enemy Crab podcast. Or listen, that works too. I'm Fliz, and I'm joined by my co-host Kyler.
Hello, it's me.
It's just us. Unfortunately, our boy Strider has decided to take a little break. Unlike Soon, who died from having too much sex, Strider fought too many ninjas and needed a break. So, we're just going to wish him well, and he might be back once or twice. We'll see what happens. Might show up in the videos. He sure will, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But for now, it's just us. So it might be a little rocky figuring out where we're going, but as if it hasn't been rocky before. We're good. We're good to keep going.
We're chilling.
You've been playing anything this week?
Monster Hunter and more Guilty Gear.
Me too.
Yeah, that Omega quest came out for Monster Hunter, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy fighting Omega. He's
I think
really good boss.
I think he's the best fight we've had in the game so far. Like, just as a fight, like, I want to do it more. If I wasn't waiting for everybody else, I would be trying it with randoms.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really enjoying it. And then that feeling of getting to the very end. If you all know, Final Fantasy had a crossover with Final Fantasy 14 specifically had a crossover with Monster Hunter Wild. So you fight one of the bosses from Final Fantasy 14. It's got a lot of similar mechanics as a raid fight. So you're like switching enmity from tanks. You're laying down AoEs and using special items and stuff. It's a lot of fun. And there's like a DPS check where you just get wiped if you don't make it, and you have to do like there's all these different things besides just hit monster with stick. Yeah. And I'm kind of about it. Like we've got redone builds. We're working on doing other stuff. We're practicing. I think another day or two, probably tomorrow, if we get lucky, it'll be done. I don't know if we'll ever get Savage, but yeah, I am enjoying the hell out of this fight.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very nice to have things that are just not just, constant aggression AoE things, and there's actual mechanics and things to do. It's a nice some fresh air finally.
I hope they kind of take like a hint, I guess, from this and have some more raid style monsters, because like we went back and fought Zoshia a few times and that's like boring. Yeah, like there's not a whole lot going on, and then you have this with all the new mechanics. Like, I know they're not going to keep that because that's not Monster Hunter specific, I guess, but I don't see it hurting if they add some more stuff like that.
That's kind of what I wanted like the arc tempered monsters to be, because like arc tempered Raidao, I mean, it's just Raidao, but he explodes more. Like that's pretty much it.
They're just meaner and they don't stop. They don't give you the only difference between like monster difficulties is how much of a chance to breathe you get.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
And just damage numbers, like how much damage.
Yeah, obviously.
Do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But like, there's no actual like unique mechanics to any of them most of the time. Beyond just
there's like one, like Zoshia, like break the things when this happens. That's it though.
Yeah, yeah, it's very rare. Otherwise, the Omega fight's really, really nice. I enjoy it. Enjoy it a lot.
I'm like wondering if I should hold off on breaking wounds or like where we should break the wounds at relative to where he is on the map. Like I'm enjoying it. Like, oh no, I got enmity. It's time to do a bunch of flips. Like it's a good, like you heard me scream it in the Discord because I was just getting blasted. I don't know what happened to where the enmity, but I had it for like a solid 2 minutes, just dodging left and right. I got a bow. I'm not supposed to get hit. I'm gonna die.
Block with your arrows.
No, I gotta
X
do
in front of you.
No, I gotta be Neo from the Matrix and bullet dodge and do all my cool flippy dips until I miss and then I die and we lose because we carded too many times.
Does that even work on the laser or no?
The
big
laser,
one.
I can literally just flip. Like, it's fun now because I see the laser coming and I dive into it and then dive back into it. And I can just repeat that like 5 times in a row and build up all my stuff. It's wonderful.
That's cool.
And then some random rocket will come and ruin everything. So, or no, the little bugs on the ground, those little, I hate the bugs. They ruin everything for me.
Yeah.
I think we'll get it though. Really, really enjoy. I'm going to play some after everybody's done tonight, just because I want to keep playing, and I'm too tired for Guilty Gear. Which how's your Guilty Gear? I know you've been trying ranked. I know you've been getting back into it,
dude. The plat grind, it takes forever. I'm in like I think I'm 100, whatever they call the rank in there. I forget. Away from getting out of plat 1 to plat 2. Like I'm slowly climbing.
Let's go.
But it takes a while. And I think the last time I played, I fought characters I never fight before. Like I found a Zato, and I kept finding like different Fausts, not even the same Faust, but like 3 different Faust players, which was insane. I couldn't believe it.
I've noticed it about Guilty Gear that I really like is like you'll fight somebody who plays a character and they play it completely different from somebody else who plays that character, which like 2X KO and Street Fighter, like a lot of times this is just my personal experience, but I got to master, I think, in Street Fighter, maybe I got pretty high. And it just got to the point where like every Manon was doing the same thing. Every Ryu played so defensively and just reacted and punished it got unfun. Yeah. And in Guilty Gear, I'll run into somebody who's going to use Venom and they're going to just sit on the back of the map and shoot pool balls at me. Or I'll get ones who are just going to run in my face and jump dive and hit you with that multi-hitting thing and just keep the pressure up. And it's fun either way. Like I'm fighting something new every time. I love Guilty Gear. I wish it was more popular. I just love it.
Yeah, I had the same thing because like those Fausts, I had one who just they always love their air normals, like all the aerial attacks, right? Yeah. And then another one I fought was doing the Scarecrow move where he pops up the Scarecrows and fast RC'd. And that just got me every time. Like every single time. I could not. My brain is not fast enough to react to it.
I get it.
Yeah. No, it's been fun though. And I just had to. It's frustrating because like when you play fighting games, you have to remind yourself if you run to someone that you never fight very often, you pretty much have to tell yourself you're about to lose, most likely. Like this is going to be a learning experience right now. Don't expect to win. I mean,
it's either that or you have to be a very offensive player. Yeah. Like defensive options are not going to save you when you run into somebody who knows what they want to do and you don't know what that character does. Yeah. You're just going to get mixed. So like I'll run into like there's a lot of times I run into people who've climbed as high as I do. And they know their offense, like they just play extremely aggressively, rush down them. But the second they're on the back foot, they don't know what's going on. Like they're mashing. They get hit. That armor and Pot Buster has ruined so many lives. Like I understand why people hate Pot, and the amount of times that I can just hear them through the internet. I shouldn't be getting hit by this. Like it's real. So, I just love that game. The rank grind really is. I've been playing this whole time since the rank mode came out. I've only gone up like 1 or 2 divisions in the ranks. Like I'm just sitting in diamond forever, I guess. I'm never going to get out of there.
I started silver 2 or 1 and I'm plat 1 now.
Oh, I'm excited. Cause you already beat me sometimes. So like, I want to fight more people like our boy Kuro, where I just lose all the time so I can get better. I've gotten them. I can I'll go back into ranked and I'm faster. I'm more reactive. I understand what I'm supposed to do in situations just from getting my ass beat for hours at a time. Yeah. Like it works.
Yeah. I'm starting to learn my tools a little bit better because I always do the same things over and over again when I fight you because usually it works. Well,
it does. Cause you're used to fighting me. I just lost an entire screen. It came back. I lied. Yeah. And then I realize that cause you're still beating me sometimes and you're not even using your full kit. Yeah. Like you don't even super, you don't, air dust like the others do. Like I see other guys fight and I'm like, if you learned that, I would never win ever. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I'm getting better. It's getting there.
No, I you'll be better than me soon enough. Which is good. I like that. More people playing Guilty Gear. Everybody go out and buy the album Guilty Gear, and then there's a game too. I guess you can play that.
I think that's like the number one like video game soundtrack I listen to almost all of. Like I almost listen to the entire soundtrack of that game. Where most other games, maybe there's like 2 or 3 songs I do, but Guilty Gear, almost every song I've listened to at this point.
What's really wild to me is that I'll be on Reddit, right? And there'll be like, what's your video game album soundtrack go to, your OST or something. Guilty Gear is always so far down the list behind like Final Fantasies and Persona, just usually JRPG fans. But like fighting games are so niche. I always forget.
Yeah.
That like nobody even knows what Guilty Gear is, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you just use your PlayStation for COD, you've never heard of Guilty Gear. So I don't know. I wish they were bigger. They're getting bigger. They're only growing, I guess. All right. Real quick. Speaking of fighting games, look, everything's just going right into the next thing. I'm going to show you something real quick, right?
Oh, what am I seeing?
What you're going to see is this is one of the YouTubers I watch, and his name is Rooflemonger, right?
I've heard of him.
And look at Rooflemonger. We probably watched his. He does videos on all the fighting games. He's great. So look at this thumbnail, right?
Okay.
You see this one I'm looking at? Okay. Now, if I figure out how to type
I believe in you.
You believe in me. If I go to our podcast, do you see like a similarity between the thumbnails a little bit? Just a little bit?
I guess, yeah.
You guess? Okay. So the point I'm trying to make is I would be shocked to find out if this was not an AI not an AI generated one, but an AI, what's the word? Mock-up that was used, right?
Uh-huh.
And I see it all the time on YouTube because I use AI. Like for this last one, I specifically used an AI mock-up to reduce, I was just busy, right? And I also use AI to do the like keywords and stuff. I think I've used it for one about section, but I didn't like how it wrote it. Anyway, the point is, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm gonna put my foot down and step away from AI entirely because it's just there's so many issues with it that I can't rightfully like talk shit about AI and then go ahead and use it for anything at all.
Dude, it's getting worse. It's and lots of companies are definitely starting to take notice. They're starting to build their cases against it, I should say.
It's crazy, especially what came out. Sora AI came out a week ago maybe, and within days it is because it put out some really gnarly looking anime dream fights like Goku versus I don't know Ronald McDonald or whatever. Like people were doing whatever they were doing Mugen through Sora, and like it was cool to look at for a little bit. But then it looked so good. Okay, because I've watched Record of Ragnarok and Baki, right? And these animes like are not known for their animation. They might as well be still frames, clicked through sometimes. So to see like AI put out a couple clips that are like fully animated fights, they may have a little wonky here and there, but it's like it could be a lot worse. That's when they want to step in and go, nah, you can't. This is getting a little too good. You can't use our characters anymore.
It's not even just that. Like even like some of them are so realistic too that it's like I could definitely see this fooling a lot of people. Did you see that one of Sam Altman like standing in a field surrounded by a bunch of Pokemon, and then he looks at the camera and says, "I hope Nintendo doesn't sue me." I'm
gonna have to see it. That's great though.
Yeah.
And I keep getting caught in traps. I'll be on TikTok and I'll be like, this has to be AI, and it's not. Or, whoa, that's crazy. Oh, it's just AI. Like I'm constantly having to reevaluate what I'm seeing at all points now. And I just can't be adding to that like at all in any way. So I'm gonna do everything my way for the good or the bad. And we'll just go from there. I just wanted to put out a little statement on that. Just for my own, I don't know, self.
Ooh, all right.
I just needed to. I've been flip-flopping on AI, man. And now I just like every time I see something on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or something that is obviously I just skip it. Like I don't care what it is. It's not funny to me anymore.
Yeah.
Like the repercussions are crazy bad.
Yeah, we got into the point where like it's a lot easier to tell if something's AI just because you see it so often, where like even now, you can tell just based off of the way some stuff are structured, like either the words or the paragraphs that are being used or just the way that some images are. Like I think you were saying that just the way that some characters are focused directly on the camera, no matter what, is like a tell of the AI as well.
They're like directly center shot. The rule of thirds is always applied. Like the focus is perfect. And because the ones I like, I'll see these are the ones I do like on TikTok, where it'll show like 5 videos next to other videos and be like, which one is AI? And so far, I've gotten all of it correct. Every time I got one, I do the whole thing and I'm like, I got it every time. Cool.
Yeah.
But there's going to come a day where I'm like, I don't know. That one's got me fucked up. And I'm done with AI forever from there. Like, I don't know. It's scary. Yeah. It's a little scary.
The one thing too that's weird is like, I don't understand how some people will say that they don't see what's wrong with AI being used when so many times we see people trying to hide that AI is being used. Like it's very obvious that the general consensus is AI is just kind of like computer generated slop. Like it's not. Yeah. It's not really an art form. It's impressive, like from a technological level.
Don't tell people on Twitter that AI art isn't art. There's whole communities that'll string you up, dog. They think they're doing something out there.
It's whatever it is to you. That's fine. But like, you know, I think as soon as you tell someone this is generated by AI, they're what they think it is worth is going to go down a lot.
Oh yeah, it's immediately worthless. Yeah, it is because it took no effort.
If they couldn't even tell before you told them, as soon as you tell them it was generated by AI, immediately they're going to think it's worthless.
That's how I felt about the thumbnails, man. I was like, because I had an idea, but it just didn't pan out the way I like when I was making it. The way I thought it would, and AI's like, try this. And honestly, the video we put out did generate more interest based on the thumbnail than some of the other ones we did. But I'm willing to take that hit. You know, it's not a big deal, but it's like, I don't know. I stood firm when Activision got called all that stuff, and I stopped playing Overwatch because of it. And I think I can stick to this as well. Some moral compass during the issues we're having right now is worth having, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll take my stance where I can.
I think it's fine.
So it's not. AI is not fine.
I meant just not using it. It's going to be fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, you're going to do half the work from now on, too. So don't worry about
I'll try my best. We'll see how it goes.
What do we have this week?
Ooh.
The big news has been around Microsoft. And the Game Pass raise. A big part of it that people found really weird, because you got Black Ops 7 coming out, and obviously the big debate is Black Ops 7 or Battlefield 6.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not all the same. And I saw something that would go with Game Pass, where I believe the number they attributed to Call of Duty, they lost around $300 million in sales due to it being on Game Pass, which wasn't very surprising to me. The big surprising part was that something. Oh my God, I can't remember the number. I want to say 70% plus of Call of Duty sales were all on PlayStation.
It was like 83 or 81%.
Yeah, 80 something. Yeah.
Yep,
I had
remember
no
reading
idea that it was skewed so high. But then again, I don't really know the difference between how many PlayStation users there are versus Xbox. I know there's more PlayStation users, but I didn't think it would be like that. But you know, I guess that could make sense where there's not sales when you got Game Pass.
Yeah,
You know
but like,
what
why would you buy it if you have an Xbox? Like, just get the Game Pass because it gives you that and so much more, anyways. Although you would be spending more money over time.
$360 a year.
Yeah.
To round it out to Xbox 360 because they're so quirky and fun.
Yeah. I mean,
give
like
me your money.
It's one of those things where you can look at it and say, but look at all these other games I have. But we've seen it before. People have done studies where they find out that actually, if you do this, or if you just buy your games normally, you don't actually play any more games than you would in the first place. So
no, you still have you don't have more hours in the day just because you have, you know, more games.
Yeah.
Like that's not how that works. It's saturation. This even worked when I was a kid because I think we talked about this a little bit last week, but I was thinking about it this week, and we've talked about it before. Sega Channel. Remember me talking about that?
Yeah.
My boy had Sega Channel. We go over to his house. We didn't go over there to pick one game out and play it. We go over there and we played like 20 games for 5 minutes at a time. You know, like when you have that much in front of you, when you have infinite options, you're not gonna, you know, just play the same thing every time. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately, for Call of Duty. And also the product isn't really breaking any new grounds at this point. Like I couldn't tell you the difference between this Call of Duty and the last one. Except for skill-based matchmaking.
Is that new or was it getting removed? I couldn't.
So Black Ops 7 beta, which is already full of hackers.
Of course. Yeah.
It introduced a mode with no skill-based matchmaking. So people have been bitching, especially in Marvel Rivals. And actually, I think this is due to the way it's implemented and not skill-based matchmaking itself, right? Because oftentimes it feels, I guess, even though Marvel has said they don't use skill-based matchmaking, people see it in a way of, I get 2 good games and then 3 terrible games. And instead of playing with people around my level based on skill, it's averaging it out and making me play a few games with really terrible people and then playing a few games with really good people and just taking that average and calling it skill-based matchmaking, which doesn't feel good for anybody. I hesitate to say, but I don't think there's any real proof of Marvel doing that. But people have been complaining about it for a long time because you will go on a streak of, you know, 3 wins in Marvel and then just lose 7 games due to people just not playing and sitting in spawn and just being bad teammates.
Yeah.
So Black Ops is saying that they are bringing a mode without skill-based matchmaking. So basically you jump into a lobby and you're going to be fighting. It's going to be like old Call of Duty, like Black Ops 2, where you could just, and Strider and I were talking about this earlier. You play Black Ops 2 and you'd feel like a god because you're playing against like 9 to 5 players and like they go to work, come home, play the game for an hour, go to bed, just dudes who own a PlayStation, or you're playing against kids and you're just you're getting like 100 kills in a lobby. That was a different time. Like people get better at games as they go on. The League of Legends that existed back in season 3, if you were a god then, you're silver now. You know, like people have just gotten better over time. And the same thing goes with Battlefield. Like, I don't think this is going to be the win. I think this is going to be rough. I could be wrong, but I think people are actually going to miss playing against people who are of similar skill level. Because they're just going to get smoked by people who play really well. It's going to be bad.
Yeah. It's one of the, well, it's almost like a Dunning-Kruger effect. And I'm not saying that like I'm good at games, but where most people just don't realize how bad they are at games.
I think
Like-
most people don't realize how bad like the average person is.
Yeah,
games.
like remember that whole WoW thing we were talking about? There's that new button in World of Warcraft that literally just cycles your abilities for you, and just pressing one button. And despite the fact that they nerfed it, so every ability you use doing that is weaker, it is still better than almost 80% of the player base to just do that than to play the game normally. Like,
you'd think, like, I still remember streaming with somebody a long time ago and like really understanding how bad some people are at Overwatch. Like, I didn't think that was a thing. Like, the enemy is that way, my guy. Were we really doing this? All right, I learned something today.
I'm excited to see how it goes. I can't wait to see the videos.
All the videos I see are already bad. Like people wanting to nerf this like X-ray sniper rifle thing, and people spinning around in circles with cheats. And I don't know.
You're gonna have someone who's like plays, you know, after getting out of work for like 2 hours against people that like know every spawn location and when and where they're going to change all the time on every map. And it's gonna be so bad.
That's how it used to be in Call of Duty, in Black Ops 2. I remember like I ran with a like squad. We had our own website and everything, and we would like do training. We'd have like training days during the weeks where we'd go learn all the call outs and learn good spots for this and that for all our matches and stuff. Like we took it kind of seriously. The difference was when, God, was it? I think it was either Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3. One of them, like everybody in the world was playing that game, right? Yeah. There wasn't, I mean, there were other options, but nothing was at the same level of that. I mean, I think it had Battlefield or something. Anyway, the point is like, that was what you did. There wasn't a whole lot else going on. So, there was just something special about that doesn't exist anymore.
I think the other thing too that can cause this like huge skill gaps too is it is much easier to try to get better at these games than it used to be, because like there's so many like resources out there to help you get better at every aspect. Tons of tutorials. There's software that will help you train your aim that is like geared towards these types of games. There's just like just a million and one different ways to get better and better and better, where it used to be a lot more difficult just to try to improve at the game. Like you have to try to figure that out. Like,
you could watch like Woody's gamer tag and that was it. Like there wasn't a whole lot. You could watch like a Dark Side Phil video and watch him sit in the corner, but that wasn't very helpful. I love Woody. We used to watch Woody for like as a group, as a squad. We'd like watch it and play games so we could like, because he'd have all the updates on the best weapons and all that's like that was the guy.
Yep.
So, the other part of the skill-based matchmaking thing, there was a game we played it. I know Strider and I played it quite a bit. I cannot remember what it is. It's the one that included like the Division. It was like a Call of Duty-esque game. It was free. It was recent. It was, it had all the, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
It had like the Division characters. It had Splinter Cell characters. I might have to edit out a little bit of time here while I find this, because it's very important. Anyway, I'll remember. I'll like splice my voice in. Say it was this game.
Actually, this was from the future. Here's the game it actually was.
The point is that game, it had a really solid foundation. It had all these IPs you knew. It had, and it just was like this Call of Duty regular domination, like just casual matches, right? I think there was rank 2. The point is that game did not have skill-based matchmaking at all. That was one of the selling points. And do you know what happened when we'd boot into that game after a while? Nothing. We would die and spawn over and over and over and over again. It got like repulsive to play that game. And do you know what happened to that game? It died. It died so hard. God, I'm so mad I can't remember the name. Strider was here. He would know. But I think, I don't know about this matchmaking thing.
At least it's like it's going to be a separate game mode, right?
I think it's going to be the basic.
Oh, Oh, it's default? Like it's the default game
I think
mode?
it's the default. Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, they just confirmed it. At launch, open matchmaking with minimal skill consideration will be the default. They said that apparently this was tested in the beta, and so maybe it's going to work out. Part of me sees that it could, the other part of me sees that it won't, and then the real part of me is like, no matter what you do, people are going to complain. So
well, no matter what you do,
whatever.
people are going to buy the next Call of Duty, so it really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, they could do whatever they want at this point.
Yeah. Not me. I'm done. I'm done Call of Duty. I'm over it. I've had my time.
I don't remember the last one I played. I think it was Ghost. Call of Duty Ghost was the last one I played. Fairly
I
sure.
actually bought it for me and a buddy to play. One of my old friends. $70 a pop for each of us.
Yeah.
And then all I knew is I was mad because it was on Game Pass and we only played it for like 2 days.
I don't even remember anything about the game, to be honest with you. If I remember right, people either like thought it was okay or I don't even remember anything about it. I couldn't tell you a single weapon or anything that was in it. But I know I owned it.
I'm sure people were shooting each other. Pretty cool stuff. All right. The other shooter that I was thinking about is after saying that it was going to be delayed indefinitely. Guess what game is back?
Marathon.
Hey. We're back. After the issues where they stole all those PNGs and assets from Twitter artists who did not get paid or asked or anything, they shut that down. They decided to do I think there was a in-house investigation, which always leads to we committed no problems, even though it's on the page. But they're back, and Sony says, "Hey, man, we're just gonna keep a closer eye on the devs and go from there." Which is kind of a joke, but I've never trusted anything since I remember Blizzard investigated itself for was it Activision or Blizzard? One of the two.
It was Blizzard, yeah.
Yeah, they said we did a in-house investigation and found no wrongdoing. I don't think that's how it works.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, this failed right after this was a big failure right after Concord, and I couldn't tell you anything special about this game. It looks, I don't know. It's another shooter. I don't even know what kind of shooter it is. The only thing is that they're bringing back a beta. But the beta will have an NDA. I don't know who's getting into that beta. I just know that if you're lucky enough, you should get in there and see if you can point out any stolen assets and let them know immediately. That's happening later this month. So it's invite only test. Oh, you can't. Oh, I'm going to sign up for it. I'm doing that right now.
Oh, you can sign up to get an invite. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. So you can sign up for that through the Marathon website. Bungie.net has it. If you're interested, it's hard to give. Like, I know other people worked on this game who weren't thieves, but it's hard to get away from there, you know?
Yeah, I don't know about this game, man. Like,
come on, she's got blue skin.
I think it's cooked. Like the whole, like, honestly, I look at the game, it looks kind of gross, to be honest. Like,
you can't. That's not even their art style. You can't say that.
Well, it just. Like the color schemes they're kind of weird looking. It looks interesting at first, but man, do I not want to play it. Because it's an extraction shooter too, which we don't need another one of those. But
it's from Bungie.
And even then, even if you're a fan of like the original Marathon as well, like it's all just PvP. It doesn't even have like any kind of story mode or anything from what I know.
No, I don't know either. I just know that I thought it was just funny that it was coming back again for round 2.
I will
I've seen
laugh
so many
if the game
shooters come
comes
and
out.
go.
I'll laugh if the game comes out and it turns out that there's more people playing the original than the new one.
What? I mean, wait, what do you mean the original? Like the stolen version one?
What? No, the original Marathon.
There's an original Marathon?
Yeah. You know, Marathon's
What?
like a franchise, right?
No.
Yeah, it's like a Doom shooter. It's on Steam.
Oh,
That's what I was talking about. Like, it's even if you were a fan of Marathon originally, it's nothing like it. Here, I'll send it to you. It was actually kind of because I think they remastered it at some point. I think like last year.
Oh, it's from 1994.
Yeah. I think there's like 2 of them too. I think there's a second one.
Yeah, I had no idea. That was not in all the briefings I saw were we're stealing shit.
They had all this source code to steal from. Look at this. They could have taken all this.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's
a strange IP to take and redo.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. And it's already had so many problems, and it's kind of like it's so laughable that they can't even do their own art style themselves. And
it's not the first time though.
It's rough. It's rough.
They've definitely stolen stuff before.
Yeah.
I don't have examples on me, but I remember talking about it, and this isn't the first time. I think that one of the guys was notorious for it and was only getting called out this time as bad as he did. I'd have to go back, but so yeah, if you want to check that out, go for it. I'll sign up for the beta. If I get in, I'll let you know. I only had a little bit more stuff. And here's some sad news. Kingmakers. Remember Kingmakers?
Yes.
That is the medieval game where everybody is a knight on a horse and you've got a tank type stuff.
Yeah.
It looked like a lot of fun, at least for 5 minutes. That's delayed indefinitely.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Which the dev is basically saying, look, the consensus is that the game is more surface level. Like there's still not a lot going on within the game from the comments I've read. It feels like that's where we're leading. And the dev said, I don't feel comfortable charging money for what the product that we have now. So good and bad, I'd rather that than the game come out and just be like a whole lot of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen enough of that. Cause the idea, man, the vertical slice they had is just beautiful. It's hard to look at that and be like, I don't want to play that. I don't want to ride a horse with a machine gun.
Wait, so is it delayed indefinitely, or is it delayed with no disclosed like time frame?
That would be so it was supposed to come out on October 8th. So
Yeah.
we should have been playing that already. What I saw was indefinitely. I don't know if it's one of those like we're just delaying it until we finish it, or we're delaying it or it's done.
Yeah, there's actually on the Steam page, there actually is a message from the devs. And
I'm seeing the same thing on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that seems to be what it is. They're just not content with where the state of the game right now. So they're going to be eventually making a deep dive video on what it looks like currently and an overview of everything that they've been working on. So hopefully they're going to...
Can we get a round of applause for a dev doing that? Like, I love that. That's great. Like, work on it. There's a million games out. Your game doesn't need to come out now and bad. Like, wait, take your time. I'd rather things be good. I'm about that. I know there's financial woes for that and there's behind the scenes things, but please take your time. Make a game that's good.
Dude, yeah, because honestly, like I'm so used to these games coming out as an early access, like knowing that it's probably going to be just straight up not done.
Yeah.
But yeah, no props, especially because according to this letter, like this is mostly a team of like engineers more than actual game devs, which there is a difference because this game dev takes a lot of different experience and knowledge on how to do.
No, you just sit on the computer and clicky clacky. It's all the same, right?
But no, for like from what they're describing and everything you can do, like this looks insane. And this is Unreal Engine 4 is what this is made in too. Like this looks crazy. It's
not even UE5. Good. I don't want to see anything in UE5. UE5 has been like the bane of every game I've played.
It's Unreal Engine 4 too, so you know that shit's good.
Yeah, and you can only play it on Windows 10.
Yeah, Windows 11, get out of here.
Get out of here. Just two more quick things. I'm excited for that. Clair Obscure is getting an update. New location, new bosses, new stuff. I'm happy about that. That game is fantastic. I hope it wins Game of the Year. Still listen to the OST almost daily, at least one song. Then lastly, Discord had a data breach. So,
oh no.
Yeah, it's a big user info leak. If you had sent a support ticket, there's a chance, like if you'd interacted with Discord themselves through a support ticket, that's the access that got unauthorized. So I don't know if there's anything you can do about it except pray.
That sucks.
Yeah. I've never, part of me felt bad because I was like, oh no. Oh wait, I've never sent a support ticket. I don't care. But I know many people have. I guess this was to basically blackmail them. Which usually happens. A company will have a data leak. Somebody will gain access to something and then go to the company and then go, look, I won't release this. I won't sell this data if you give me money. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't. But the data accessed potentially has names, usernames, emails, credit card numbers, and some government IDs. So,
oh God.
Yep. Full credit card numbers and passwords were not impacted according to Discord.
Oh, okay.
If you have been accessed, Discord is apparently notifying you through email. So just keep an eye on your email. Hopefully you don't get a message from Discord.
Cross your fingers.
Cross your fingers. With that, I'm kind of out. I'm tapped.
Ooh, okay. I got a couple things that we can go through real quick. First,
please.
Halo Studios. There's some drama going on with Halo Studios. I don't know what it is yet, though.
Is Halo different from Bungie now?
Yes. Yeah, because Bungie is doing their own thing. They're owned by Sony now, and they have Destiny 2 Marathon. Halo Studios, though, is still Microsoft. It was formerly known as 343 Industries, if you remember them.
That's right. That's right, yeah.
They are now known as Halo Studios. Recently, the art director has actually quit in a LinkedIn post. It is Glenn Israel. And in his post, this is pretty interesting. He says, as of today, and after 17 long years, I'm officially no longer contributing to the Halo universe. There's little more I can say for the moment, though. I intend to share this particular story in its entirety when it is absolutely safe to do so next year.
Oh,
he goes on to say, no illusion of security nor promise of wealth or fame or power is worth trading away your health, your dignity, your ethics or values, and no one can force you to stay strong. Take evidence when necessary and find where you belong. So I don't know what's going on at Halo Projects or Halo Studios or whatever.
This is like more interesting than the politics. Like, yeah. I want to know. Oh, next year. When's the release date? Like, when can I wish list these things?
That's very dramatic. And you got to remember, like, if you're in these industries too, like when people leave these companies, usually it's, they're getting severed. There's a severance package, and they just leave quietly. Like, it's very rare that you have this kind of stuff happen where someone's like, I ain't allowed to talk about it right now, but some shit's been going down. Like, people don't do that.
Well, do you remember when Jeff left Blizzard? People still don't know what happened to him. Like, for sure. He just disappeared.
Yeah.
He said, bye.
Just gone.
Faded into the bushes like Homer Simpson.
And that's fairly typical. But if you examine Halo Studios more closely, like a ton of the different art staff from the original Halo Infinite team are almost all gone except for one person, just the art director, Donnie Taylor. They're the only person left from the original team, which is really weird, right? And from some of the different reports that people have been getting, and this is all according to Twisted Voxel, apparently morale there has been extremely low, and they don't really have a lot of confidence in Halo Infinite currently right now. And this is kind of worrying because 343 Industries literally just got rebranded as Halo Studios like last year.
I keep forgetting Halo Infinite exists.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, maybe next year we got some juicy gossip or something going on at Halo.
Let's go. That's exciting. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, while we wait for that, we actually do have an update on some old news from a while back. Do you remember that one guy from Reddit who got sued by Nintendo because of all the Nintendo Switch piracy stuff he was doing?
Yeah, I do. And I think he lost, right?
He did. Yeah.
I don't know I know back then he lost, but.
Yep. So James C. Williams, if you remember last year, he also known as Archbox online, he got caught by Nintendo for running a like large scale piracy network for a bunch of Nintendo products. And it was funny because that's the way they found him is he just attached his name to his Nintendo account. So they just pointed that at him and found him.
He's hiding in plain sight.
And what was really interesting, he got sued by Nintendo and he never showed up to court. So he got defaulted against. The court clerks basically defaulted against him in Nintendo's favor back in last November. And we are finally now seeing the repercussions of that because Nintendo has come out with the amount of money they are suing him for now, which is $150,000 for every representative title that he is responsible for, which is a grand total of $4.5 million.
God. I like feel sick just thinking about like your life is done.
Yeah.
What do you do at that point?
You are owned by Nintendo at that rate. Like
I'm like that. Look, okay. You did something that was boring, but illegal, you know, like it's not like a crime that's going to hurt people really, but it's still illegal. Problem, right?
Yep.
And then not only that, but to like not show up, you like you're the kind like you the right to an attorney is like the most important thing a cop will tell you, and you waive that and immediately just went, I'm guilty. I did it.
Yeah.
Hit me with your best shot. Nintendo's like,
all right.
You don't even know, dog. We've been winding this up like Donkey Kong on Smash. Pow,
dude, there's a reason the police are like required to tell you have a right to an attorney because you need one, or else this is what happens.
It'll
to
say
you.
Even if you're innocent, like just show up to court. Like a lot of times the cops won't show up to court, and you just get off with like a light fine or something. Like this is the maximum amount of ineptitude, and I can't say it's undeserved when you get hit with something this bad. I feel bad for the guy, but like literally any action would have been better than doing nothing,
dude. And what's crazy is technically they actually could have done more because they didn't even touch all the violations of the DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, that he violated, which would have caused him to owe even more money to Nintendo. And they basically said like, nah, this should be enough. This should get our point across.
Can you imagine being the judge in a courtroom and like on one side is Nintendo and their infamous Nintendo lawyers. On the other side is nobody. And you just got to sit there and be like, do you guys want to execute him? Like, you're kind of free to do whatever at this point. Like, he could have at least showed up. What a crazy situation. Has he responded in any way? Does he exist?
He specifically has not made any formal defense for himself against Nintendo.
Oh,
has done absolutely nothing. Dude, like, to put into perspective, most people don't even make like a quarter of that amount of money. Even if you have a bachelor's degree or something, you'd maybe make half that in your lifetime.
Oh my God.
Like, you're just done. And the last time this happened to someone this severely was I remember his last name was Bowser, but like, they had him work in prison. Like, he worked a job in prison to pay off the debt he owed. And when he got out, they forced him to like send, I think it was like 30% plus of his paycheck every, whenever he got it, towards Nintendo, just straight up.
Like, oh yeah, Gary Bowser owed Nintendo 14 million. That's from The Guardian. Owed Nintendo 14 million and spent 14 months of a 40-month sentence in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, and he barely like he barely put a chip in it. He's gonna spend the rest of his life paying this off.
Yep.
Nintendo's like, give it to me,
dude. And Nintendo's doing good right now because actually they've made a record where the Nintendo Switch 2 has outpaced the original Switch by almost 78% and is now the fastest selling console of all time.
I don't doubt it. I mean, what's their competition right now? PS5, Xbox,
PS5 Pro, dude. Everyone's getting the PS5 Pro. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, those poor scalpers. They said, I got the next hot fix. They're rubbing their hands together, doing the Mr. Burns little temple tant. Like, and then what happened? Sad TikToks. That's what happened. Which is funny because also I kept seeing rumors. Did you see these rumors about Xbox saying they were going to be done making consoles? I kept seeing that pop up for a little bit. It's unfounded, but
I haven't seen anything definitive on it. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because
that's what I'm going for.
It would align with their marketing strategy and everything they've been doing. Oh, everything's an Xbox, guys. Just use your phone. Yeah. Use your smart fridge. It runs Heartbound,
don't you?
Sorry, I had to.
You had every time we got to bring it back to Heartbound every time. Speaking of, I gotta look at Pirate Software again and see if anything interesting happened. I think
I think he's
faded.
Yeah, he's been fine. He's been fine.
He's fine. I feel kind of bad, like. It's like when you look at the timeline, like the internet was just bored.
Yeah, I mean, they were just digging stuff up on
him.
Like, after a while.
Yeah.
Remember that one guy like brought like his ex-roommates and stuff into it. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
That was so sad.
Yeah, that's like
not sad in like oh no, I'm crying. Like sad in like, this is what you're doing. Like, you're just like content farming by talking to his ex-roommate. Ew.
That's
I gotta, because that's the same guy who's putting out like 4 videos a week on Pirate Software.
Yeah,
like, what else is there to talk about? You did it already. And they were still getting millions of views each. Ugh, the internet is weird.
Yeah. Speaking of rumors too, beyond that, there's actually a rumor that Nintendo was lobbying the Japanese government to push back against AI. This is also coming from Twisted Voxel, and apparently that is false from what we can tell, that there's been no such lobbying going on or anything. I wouldn't be surprised if they really, really want to try, though, because this is getting kind of crazy.
Yeah. Like we were talking about earlier, like I know a lot of, oh my God, I like anime IPs and stuff push back on it to the best of my knowledge. Just because that's what everybody was doing, was making fights, and we like, it's a weird thing because I really love like the really weird AI videos, like the stuff that's just a trip to watch. But I people stopped making those, and now it's more about how realistic can it be, and now I'm scared.
I like the ones where it's like Jesus is walking around like interviewing people from the medieval times. You ever see those videos?
I saw one that was it was Bigfoot, when the gorilla versus 100 people, and it was Bigfoot on his like he was vlogging his fight for against 100 people.
Yeah, it's those videos.
Some of them are interesting. Yeah.
Those are funny. Those are very funny. But yeah, that whole Microsoft Muse AI thing is feeling closer and closer over time.
That if y'all don't remember, Microsoft Muse was a thing that came and went that I thought would be huge. It's probably still active. It's just nobody's really talking about it, where it could basically look at a game and then recreate a playable version of the game just like that.
Yep, just watching gameplay of it, not even like just having any access to the code.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is why we thought that's why we thought Game Pass existed, so it could look at all these games that it had some secret contract where like they'd release some rights to the game, and Xbox would be able to use it for AI data scraping. They'd send it to Muse, recreate a game or make a new game that was pretty much the same thing, and cool, look at all this money we just made. That's what we thought. I wouldn't be shocked if that actually happened in the future, but if it does, you heard it here first.
Man, is that like our number one conspiracy that we've ever come up with?
That's my number one conspiracy. 100%.
Yeah.
If that happens one day, I will feel so vindicated. I'm going to throw a birthday party for me, by me, for me.
Dude, yeah, we should send each other cakes just to celebrate. Like, we did it.
We did it. Good job, us. we figured out an obvious thing, and it was true.
Hell yeah.
Companies are corrupt again. Shocker.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Yeah.
Beyond that, though, that's pretty much all I had for today.
Beautiful. I was just thinking about there was another part of the Microsoft thing where actually I forgot to include this earlier, but Microsoft, the FTC chair, I can't remember her name, but when it first got bought, what's her name? Lena Khan. This was from PC Gamer, but she actually called this a long time ago when Microsoft first bought, is it Activision?
Yeah.
Do they? And she was like, this is kind of like a monopoly, and it's going to very quickly turn into the enshittification of all these games. And it kind of really has. Like, she was right on target. So, good for her. I guess that's how we're going to feel about Microsoft Muse. We told you. Too bad it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah.
Bow down to your corporate overlords. Pay $80 a game. Love it.
You're going to like it. We're increasing the price again.
Yeah. I've altered the deal.
That's the thing too. Like, I wouldn't mind these being like $70, $80 games if it wasn't like, you got to buy the battle pass and I've got microtransactions for all this stuff. And like, it's crazy. Like, why would I even do that when I can get like, Guilty Gear for $25 and I can play it for how many hundreds of hours I've played it.
Well, and like I said last week, the quality of the game is not directly related to the price of the game. I mean, Clair Obscure is 30 something bucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is better than any AAA game I've played almost ever. Like, it's just way too good for not being a AAA game.
Dude,
yeah, I know. And I see people argue like games, if you look at the cost of a game versus the cost of a game now and adjusted for inflation, games were actually more expensive back then.
Yeah, true.
But I think wages, when you factor that in, like $1 was worth more than it is now.
People were,
when it's paid to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe we're crazy. Maybe we'll just.
No, I definitely think it's a thing where games, like a lot of the AAA games with these microtransactions, they just feel like scams. That's why I always struggle to want to buy them. Like even Battlefield 6, like I'm interested in it, but I just know what's going to be in it, and it makes me not want to play. Even Overwatch. I remember when I got Overwatch, I never spent I didn't even spend the in-game currency on anything. Like I just hate doing it. I think the only game where I've actively done that was Warframe. And that's just because I love Warframe's like model so much that I just don't care.
Yeah, and see, that's why you're the what's it called? You're not the rule. You're the whatever. You're an anomaly because I've maxed out credit cards on gacha games. Like I'm a fucking bad person. Like, that has happened, and I needed food in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, so if you like take the average of me and you when it comes to that, the profits are still going to be astronomical. You know, so
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's not like something I feel bad or excuse me, it's not something I feel good about. But I did learn a lesson, and yet I still recently downloaded a gacha game and spent like $20 on it. I was not recently, a few months ago. But and I just I got like after a week of playing that, I was just mad at myself. I was like, what am I doing? I should go read a book. Like this isn't worth it. Let me just sit outside and do nothing instead of spend $20 trying to keep up with everybody else who has no fiscal responsibility. I can't do it anymore. I'm too old. I'm over it.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Right. I think that's it for our time today. Thank you so much, Mr. Kyler, for your wonderful opinions, help, and news.
Of course.
Thank you everyone who's listening. We'd really appreciate it if you left a little like there. Ooh. Maybe a little rating, maybe a review. Tell us how terrible or good we are. Preferably the latter. If you have any questions or comments and you don't want to leave them in the video, please send them to giantenemycrabpod@gmail.com. And we will be back next week, maybe with some special guests, maybe not. I did say we were going to do a Halloween episode. I don't know if we're going to do that because I still never got to play Silent Hill. That never worked for me. So I've not played a horror game this year.
No,
maybe I will, maybe I won't.
We can find some horror game friend slop, I'm sure.
We played them. They're not scary or fun. It's just here's a spooky thing in the corner. Ooh. Somebody scream.
Ah!
All right.
Oh, you know what we could play?
Next time. Oh,
what was it? Is it House of the Dead remake? Is it that one?
What do you mean House of the Dead remake? Like the shooting one?
Yeah. You know that one?
Like Typing of the Dead?
No, House of the Dead 2. Do you remember like those old arcade games where you shoot
with the light guns?
Yeah, that's on Steam. I'm pretty sure.
The Sega ones? I'm not seeing anything.
Hang on.
You're lying to me.
It's mostly negative. Maybe we'll have to play it just for funsies though.
It's a light gun game. What is it doing on Steam?
I don't know.
What do you even do? Do you use the mouse? Obviously.
I'm guessing
this is. Oh. I saw the reviews and thought it can't be that bad. Oh my God, must be the worst remake of all time. It's awful in every way, practically unplayable.
It's $25. Oh my gosh.
I do not understand how you release a game from 20 years ago and it runs worse than it did back then. How does that work?
Well, it's because
did you accomplish that?
We don't have their technology. All right, we're not there yet.
We're in that different timeline. So when you try to take stuff from the other timeline and bring it here, it's all jacked up.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
It don't work no more, Lieutenant Dan.
Okay, don't play House of the Dead remake. It's bad. Okay, apparently, according to the world.
maybe something else. We'll try something else.
Yeah. All right. We'll catch you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.